I got this thing where I just close my fist and I tap myself there with the flat of the knuckle on my side of my hip. But that's also a trigger though. Like that's a trigger for me to
Right.
get. I'm okay with that, and it's my like, oh, come on, Ian, and then tap myself on the side of the hip, and that's just something to help me to then go. It's a terrible shot. That's fine. We live with it. But our mental resilience to then hitting a bad shot, that's part of that's just part of golf. We're only going to be improving on ourselves by appreciating you hit bad shots. And most golfers will suck at golf at some stage or another, and that's just part of it as well.
Right.
But you need to be able to then keep to the routines, like let's say the post shot routine, and you hit it into the trees. There's a bunker and there's a green, and and it's downhill to the flag. I mean, that is like the worst case scenario in the world, isn't it? Like absolute shocker. So then you got to then go, well, that's rubbish, isn't it? Okay, post shot routine. But I tell you what, between the ball and the flag is absolute no man's land. So it's that sort of thing there of going, well, okay, but if I just play back into the fairway and then let's say we go back to then go forward. But then actually, there's nothing in between then the ball and the flag. Well, how easy is that? Okay, so we then change our thought process of going, well, I'm not always going directly to the flag all the time. I can't always play aggressively. We need to play strategically. So I need to then go. Actually, do you know what? Great example I just shared on social media. So anyone who's watching this, go follow me, Iain Lowdean Golf on Instagram. Just followed it is you're Justin Leonard, and Justin Leonard, he's talking to this amazing collegiate golfer. Okay, and he's then talking, and this golfer is fantastic, and he's talking about a 3-wood into the green. And then Justin Leonard says to him, he's like, "Well, there's nothing wrong with hitting a hybrid towards the bunker on the right." The golfer then says, "What happens if I go in the bunker?" Justin replies and goes, "Yeah, but you're a really good bunker player. I've seen you." And then so this guy's like finding a negative scenario of going into a bunker. Justin then flies in with a positive going, "But you're a good bunker player. Doesn't matter, does it? You're a good player from there." And then that obviously then instills a confidence, doesn't it? So if I then said to you, "Yeah, you're really good from around the green at that sort of little, kind of like landing at 15 yards and it runs on another 10 yards, that little, kind of gap wedge in towards the green, you're good at it. So why don't you just chip back onto the fairway, play to your strengths? Why should you try and run that ball through the bunker, up the rough, over, down the slope towards the flag? That's not going to work."